And we're back, everybody! Welcome back to Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Last time, we kind of fell for an obvious trap. This time, we're going to actually save everybody. We're gonna save the Punies. And you remember that thing that I told you to remember in Brinkley's room? This was the thing I was telling you to remember. The sun and the little riddle that I came up with was, the sun rises, the moon falls. The Punies protect the star. Yeah, I know that it's not, I know that doesn't actually rhyme or anything, but it was something that always helped me remember. So just remember sun, moon, puny, star. I guess another way how to say it is, sun and moon were both great games, but then the Punies screwed the story of stars over. But then the Punies, with their theories on a Pokemon star, made it so the game never became. See, we can make it topical. Kind of, I think. Yeah, I think that's kind of topical. By the way, good news is, the area that we need to go to in order to get our power up to save the Punies, it's actually just right over here. Because this is where we're supposed to go. The sun rises, the moon falls, the puny elder protects the star. Get it? It's paper, everybody! And oh my god, what are we gonna do? We have no ability to let us out! Oh wait, this ought to help us. The super boots. Oh hey Toadette, I haven't seen you since Double Dash. Still overpowered as always. Congrats! Now basically, you know, just press A twice in midair, and you got it. You'll be able to destroy panels like these. Now other uses for this is that you can use it in battle. And basically, your jump will now naturally do 2 damage instead of 1, meaning that you can now one-hit those X-Naut guys with your jump and not have to rely on using like power jump or power smash. You don't actually have to rely on that. Now, there we go. There we go, and come right over here, I think. Just check all these bushes, because I get the feeling that there's like a star piece. No, there actually isn't. Okay. And by the way, fun fact about power-ups that you get as Mario. If you use the power move, like if you use like the spin jump on an enemy, you'll do the attack at the start of the battle, but you won't use up any of the FP used to actually use the move. It's really nice. Nobody needs it at the moment. And honestly, of the upgrades, I would say the fact that like your hammer gets upgraded and it adds like, you know, more attack power to it, the jump upgrades are probably the better of the two. Funny thing is that there's like, you know, there's like a piercing attack that you can give for your hammer, but you can never get a piercing attack for your boots. I always found that so weird. But then I realized, wait, if you could just do that, then the enemy would be broken, then the game would be broken in a way like the worlds of the sea, like the likes of the world has never seen before. And yeah, they can kind of get stuck, and it's just, and you're just like, get in the hole, get in the hole, you stupid puny. Like, you know, you just see this guy here. I just imagine, like, you know, someone just sucking like through a straw, just go, meow, meow, meow. Where are you guys going? Okay, good. You guys are with me. Good, 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 good. Okay, good news is, most of them ended up, like, getting taken care of. Is this everyone? Yeah, that is everyone. Okay, good. Because I was a little worried there for a sec. Like, I'm thinking, did I miss one? Okay. Oh, I know this area. Okay, okay. Jump. Who wins? Professionally trained combatant or a jumpy boy? Honestly, the Yucks is a bigger threat. And by the way, the attacks with the X-Bots, I've always had the hardest time trying to get... Oh, never mind then, I guess I got it. Because I was about to say, like, I always had the hardest time just trying to figure out how to fight them. Because it's like, what am I supposed to do with these guys? Like, what do I do? Ooh! New! New! Coins! I want coins! No! Dadgummit! Ugh. Lost the coins. Oh well. Okay. You know what? I'll try Flurry in this case. I suppose, you know what, that was actually a legitimate moment where I actually could use Flurry. I can see Flurry can be useful. Don't count on it though. And this also gives me an excuse to drink some tea. Get rid of that slot, and then go down deeper into the tree. In fact, we're actually going to be finishing up Chapter 2 in this part. Just to let all y'all know. Oh, I remember this room. Okay. Okay. Okay! Is that how the Donkey Kong meme goes? Okay, you want to stand on the switch over here, swap to Koops. As you see that switch there, you do that, and then boom. You drain the... Oh, sorry. Fix that. Quick. Sorry, my foot sort of kicked the stand for a sec. Anyways, you do that to drain the water. You pick up a shrink stomp, and I believe there's a dizzy dial? Yes, a dizzy dial. I don't know why a dizzy dial, though, because... I mean, maybe it's you... Then again, I think the dizzy dials are useful against flying enemies. I think that's what it is. And then jump there. Good spill in the water. Ooh, we're actually getting to the part. We're actually getting to the important part here. Okay, actually, yeah. Actually, no. I will show off at least one more part where Flurry is legitimately useful. Up. Then we lower a floor. Okay, now I'm actually gonna go ahead and rearrange some of this stuff. Gonna take multi-bounce off. Gonna take that off, because that's not gonna be useful. I'm gonna put that on. Gonna take that off, and I suppose put that on. And yeah, that looks pretty good actually. Wait, where's Flurry? Flurry? Oh, there you are. You were flying above. Okay, then we have this really cool kind of looking sequence here. Everything looks good. And then yoink. Like, if I was a gangster, that's the theme I would use. Hey, but he says, you know... by the way, yeah... a remote time bomb detonator. We have 300 seconds, which pretty much means 3 minutes to get... to stop him. And by the way, we technically didn't need to take the orb with us because the punies are going to be safe regardless. Right, forgot about this. Okay. You're a bigger threat, so I'm taking you out. And then I suppose... I don't really have anything to worry about because, trust me, they give you they had to, like, you know, account for the possibility that you didn't upgrade your partners at all. Ow. Like, you saw how much damage that guy does to me. That's kind of why I was scared. By the way, X-Nauts in the audience, they have the tendency to throw rocks and stuff at you. They will throw stuff at you at almost every turn. It's so annoying when, like, you screw up a command just a little bit, and that just gives them the excuse to just throw stuff at you. This is also your chance to sort of make a final stop at the shop in case you want to pick some stuff up. Me personally, though, I don't actually need to do that. Okay, come on, let's go. By the way, this is why I fight every enemy in the tree, because enemies don't respawn in the tree until you leave the tree and come back. With that said, I highly suggest that you fight all the enemies. I highly suggest that you fight all the enemies before the sequence activates. And we're just gonna sort of leave you guys here at the other side of the bridge. Don't worry, you guys are gonna be fine. And then, let's see here. Go ahead and just heal up real quick. And then get ready to fight. I always try to skip the dialogue here, even though it's hilarious. It's just that, like, you know, there's a timer in the background and I hate being under a time limit. You know, first time I saw this, I thought he was escaping in a capsule. And he was gonna pull an Eggman and just run. But no! He pulls a Sonic Heroes Eggman and fights you. And I love this thing. Just especially the percussion. By the way, this is an audience that's always set. Where you have punies in the background as well as X-Nauts. Funny, interesting thing to note about punies in the audience. If something falls in the audience, punies will run away. And since half the audience are punies, well, expect them to run away half the time. Right now, we're just going to focus on charging Mario and then just sort of dealing basic damage with... Magnus Von Punish! That timing for the regular guard is pretty easy. And then sort of continue attacking until this is how I like to fight. Is just sort of like doing this. And as far as I'm aware, he always attacks the one in the back. I think one more turn of charging should do the trick. As, you know, this kind of prevents him from actually using any sort of, like, special moves that he might have. Though, honestly, I think I'm pretty much good, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use Power Punch, use it on Mario, make him big, and then Power Bounce. 7, 6, 5, insta-win. That's how I like to fight these battles. Try to fight them strategically. It's really fun when you don't have a lot of HP and you try to find workarounds for bosses. And right now I think that puts me at like level 6 or 7. As I've lost track after a while. I find it funny that like the Crystal Star automatically falls out of his pockets when he loses. Like it makes me wonder, if we lose, does that mean that we drop the Crystal Stars? Would this be like Dark Souls? If this game was actually more like Dark Souls, and we just sort of respawn to our last save point, and we had to fight all our way back to that Crystal Star, we had to fight like a souped up regular enemy. Man, imagine having to fight up a souped up Goomba because you lost. In fact, we're actually going to go ahead and do the Bowser and Peach sections in this same video. This is going to be a little bit weird because what I would usually prefer is doing the Bowser and Peach sections separately. But since we've got some time, we can at least go ahead and take care of the Peach section because that's not going to be hard at all. Because I think this Peach section is either dancing with your... It's either the dancing minigame, or... Actually, yes, I think it's just the dancing minigame.
What? Say that again! You can't get in touch with Lord Crump!
You are correct, sir. We are investigating now. We should hear any time. Sir Brodus, please allow me to enter. Yes, what is it? I have a report, sir. The Crystal Star in the Boggly Woods has apparently been taken by Mario. What? You must be joking. What about Lord Crump and the Shadow Sirens? I'm sorry, sir. Unfortunately, Mario laid a beating on all of them. The funny thing is that if we fought them back to back, we probably would have lost. Because when I fought the Shadow Sirens, I was at about like 5 HP and at like 0 FP. It's one of those things where if they actually collaborated and worked together to fight me, they would have actually won. They would have won, but funnily enough, they probably would have never found that Crystal Star. Okay, yeah, this is the one where... got all... okay, there we go. You just kind of have to walk back and forth a little bit. Okay, yes, this is the dancing minigame, which basically just means just press your buttons when the prompt shows. And I think you're given a little bit of leeway, like I think you can make, I want to say 3 mess up, and you're allowed to mess up 3 times. I don't remember the exact number. Hello, Princess Peach. Yes, I can confirm that Mario received the mail. You could have asked me 5 minutes ago. Were you eavesdropping? I am sorry, Princess Peach. I have been ordered to keep surveillance on you. Cameras in the bathroom, if you please. But it is odd. When you said that, I had an impulse to dance with you as well. How my CPU would produce this impulse is inexplicable. I must find what caused it. Only in a world of fictional characters would the computer have an actual desire to basically, like, you know, to have romantic interest in someone else. It's almost like this was a precursor to Doki Doki Literature Club. Hey, that's actually not a very timely reference at all. Man, Monica, eat your heart out. I wonder if this is what Monica does in her spare time in Doki Doki Literature Club. Anyway, this is just sort of like our quick time event, essentially, in this game. We like spinning a lot, I've noticed. Yeah, I noticed that we like spinning a lot in that. That was very fun. Wait, just a moment. Fun? Is this impulse I feel the concept known as fun? I like how in the beginning of their their sort of like friend, their sort of relationship, it's like, it's very much the case of she doesn't have any reason to trust him, but it's pretty much a purely platonical relationship. The kind of relationship of like where you're friends. Like a friends with benefits sort of thing, minus the fruitcake. I don't know why I made an analogy to fruitcake. I don't know why. I'm sorry, it's like 9:30 where I am right now, and some of you might be saying, oh, don't worry, you can just go to sleep. And I'm like, no, I want to make progress, I want to record, I want to feel good about myself.
I'm pretty sure it's just up ahead here. I thought I heard the voice of my long-lost, I think, what do you call it? Like a totem soul or something?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Sarah, but Princess Peach is spotted up ahead. Also, a funny thing about the Bowser sections. Bowser is perpetually one step behind Mario the entire time. And here is arguably, in my opinion, the second or third best thing about this game. Just the Bowser sections, because every time that you complete a second and even numbered chapter, you have a section where you play as Bowser and you basically just wreck house. And by the way how it works is that for your next level it would be like, if you did it exactly like how I did, it would be 2-1. But if you die, the number that comes after the dash would go up each and every time. So you can actually keep track of how many times you've actually died. Also, by the way, there was a specific NPC we kind of skipped over.
Bingo! Princess Peach! Man, that was easy!
Yeah, I could have sworn she was somewhere else, like a secret enemy base. Like maybe it was on the moon or something.
No, none of that. That's silent treatment. You're coming to my castle with
me. Clearly she's so overcome with joy that she's been left speechless. The mind of a maiden is, well, rather complicated.
I see. How refined. How elegant. Awesome. I guess I could live with a silent princess. It might even have its perks, you know?
Never get nagged. Don't have to worry about about having to clean the bathrooms. My life's treasure. I'd rather die than give up my life-size Peach poster. Yeah, this was the NPC I was talking about. We kind of skipped over him. He's a big Peach fan, and that was a poster. Oh my goodness me, didn't see that one coming.
Great, just great. Now I'm the huge mighty king of guys who talk to posters.
He's basically like the non sequitur of this game. If non sequiturs he's like the G-rated non sequitur of this game. You know what? No, scratch that. The PG non sequitur of this game. Punies everywhere. And Java. Java's cool. Okay. You know, they say, like, you know, you can come back, visit any time, and you're actually going to have a reason to come back here, because Petunia, or Petunia, she'll give you access to a mini game where you have to give her a really easy question to answer. And in response, if you give her the really easy question, she will give you a mystic egg. So basically, the way how to set the question up is, would be Mario likes what person the most, and then she'll say Princess Peach, and you'll get the mystic egg. Okay, now, how many Shining Spirits we're at? We're actually at 6, so that means that we can upgrade Flurry as well if we really wanted to. In my opinion, though, I wouldn't bother upgrading Flurry. Flurry's one of those characters I tend to upgrade last because I don't have as much use for her. And the special trick that you can do on a certain boss later on doesn't require, like, you know, anything extra that she doesn't have access to at the moment. You just need Gale Force, because I might as well say this now. During a certain phase of a fight with a boss in Chapter 5, she has the capacity to blow away all 6 of the weapons that the enemy is holding, and that's really useful. Now, the reason why I wanted to wait until a little bit later to come back here and pick up that treasure box is because for one thing, you couldn't get it immediately. You would have had to leave the house and then come back in, and this is the second reason, because this is your introduction to flip air, to sort of like spots on the floor where you can flip the ground. They're always in set locations, and you can memorize them. And if you have a hard time figuring out as to where they are, you do have access to an optional partner later on in the game. Right around, I want to say, right after Chapter 4, you'll have the option to get an optional party member that can find hidden items. For you. Blech. Oh shoot! It's like, hi there. Didn't expect to see you there. I actually really wish I had a screen nuke item right now, because I don't want to, like... might as well just fight them normally. Might take a little damage, but it's not going to be too much. Ow. Okay, thankfully, neither of them ended up actually, like, you know, charging up, which is actually kind of interesting. Oh, I'm glad that battle didn't get dragged out, because that would have been potentially bad. Like, I would have been upset if I ended up getting that. Anyways, at this point, we're gonna head back to Roadport, and then I suppose just sort of end it off there when we get back there. As that way, I'll have, like, a fresh video for you guys to watch at that point. I don't know what sort of melody I was going for. You see, you can go through all the enemies. It's just that that's a little nerve-wracking. In fact, no. We'll actually end it off right here. This has been Giraffe Dragon. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys next time.